Hello. Let's see what's going on tonight. I know there's a football game on, so I probably won't stay on too long, but I figured I'd check in. How you doing? Good evening, Maria, or Marie, excuse me. Jen Young, good evening to you. Nicole checking in, and Kara Lee is here. Jennifer Detzel, good evening. Hello, Sue. Terry checking in. Jared, what's up? Jace, good evening to you. Good evening, Kim, Linda, and Al as well. Let's see. Snowy evening here in the Springfields. Yeah, it's still snowing. We're getting a little help from Lake Erie right now. But this is all going to wind down as we head through the overnight. So, hello, Marilyn. Good evening to you. Let's go, Bills. Sandy, how are you? And Marie checking in from Canadota Lake. Hey, Fern, how are you? Carolyn, good evening to you. Cindy, checking in from Meadville. Hello, Sue. Larry, that's a great question. We think the way it looks right now, I'm not a huge fan of long range forecasting, but we think as we go into, like, let's say the first couple of weeks of February, like first 2 weeks and beyond, we'll start to get some moderation in the temperature. Now, is it going to be overwhelmingly warm? No, but we won't. We'll just kind of revert back to where it should be. Hello, Jennifer. Good evening, Katie. Let's see, what else do we got going on? Robert's here. Hello, Mark. Deanna's here from Corey. Hello, Kathy. Yeah, warm by the fire tonight, man, just like last night. Hey, Wendy, how are you? Yeah, isn't that cool? Cool little graphic that I came up with. All right, so let's talk about the snow that we had because some areas did pick up as expected, anywhere from like 2 to 5 inches. If there's one surprise, I'd say it was Meadville. I figured you guys would probably be in the 2 to 4 range, but these are from earlier tonight. We've added a few more fluffy inches, but you could see 3, 4, 5 inches from Cranesville, Sagertown, Northeast, Lake City. Checking in with 3. Edinboro came in at 3 inches. The list goes on here. And Espyville and Franklin with 3 inches. Even down at the Niagara Pier, 3, 4 inches there. French Creek and Corey a little bit lower, but again, these were as of earlier this evening. And we've had a little bit more snow through the evening, but I think as we go deeper into the night, we're going to see the snow kind of taper off. So that's good for all the snow-wary people. But we just get a little breather because we have some more light snow on the way for tomorrow. Barb, I think little, if any, additional accumulation tonight, fluffy inch or two. But again, for the most part, this will be winding down as we head into the overnight hours. Renee got about 5 or 6 west of Albion. Thank you for that report. I appreciate it. There is a look right now at snowy Edinboro downtown, and you can see that the light snow continues here for at least a little while longer. The winter weather advisories have been canceled, but the roadways are still going to be slick, and they're still going to be snow covered, as you can see there, as we look into Edinboro. Let's see, Julie checking in with an inch. Okay, a little over an inch in Union City. Green Township, yeah, let me know what you guys have. Green Township has about 6. That's perfect. If you remember last night, I was showing you my snow map. I had 3 to 8 for much of Erie County, so I think the forecast worked out pretty well. We'll see the snow kind of taper off as we go through the overnight, and then we'll actually get a little bit of clearing, and the wind speeds will kind of go into the south and east. So I think it's going to be pretty cold by tomorrow morning. We're seeing numbers in the 20s right now. It's 18 in Meadville and Warren, already down to 12 into Jamestown. And these numbers will continue to drop into the single digits tonight as we do get some clearing after midnight. I think most of the snow, other than some flurries left over, winds down after midnight. So we're going to get a little bit of a break, little breather as we go into Monday morning. Might even actually be some breaks of sunshine for a little while Monday, but the clouds race back in as the next Clipper approaches. So by late Monday, we're back into the snow business. Doesn't look like anything heavy, but could be another fresh coating to maybe upwards of 3 or 4 inches again tomorrow night. So these aren't very organized systems that are coming through. But we're just kind of nickeling and diming the snow accumulations. So you can see some leftover flurries and snow showers around through about midnight, and then those should taper off, and we'll start to see some breaks in the clouds here overnight. So some breaks of sunshine into tomorrow morning. It'll be chilly. I think temperatures will probably be in the single digits and low teens by the time you wake up tomorrow morning. So breaks of sunshine. But again, any breaks of sun that we get in the morning will quickly fade as the clouds race in again, as another one of these fast-moving Clipper systems approaches, and that's going to start to overspread some light snow into the area again for late tomorrow into tomorrow night. At that point, we could see an additional coating to 3 or 4 inches. You can see it spreading, advancing into the area here. As we head towards 4, 5, 6 o'clock, and probably light snow right around through midnight and right through Monday night. So wanted to show you the upper level pattern because I've had a few questions on here about when is this going to break? Well, it's not going to break through the end of January. And you might have remembered a couple of years ago when the hashtag polar vortex was made sexy by the Weather Channel or someone, I don't know. But it was like the most ridiculous thing because it's nothing new, right? But anyway, I'll get off my soapbox there. Basically, when we talk about the polar vortex, it's an area of low pressure that stays at the poles. It's there year round. Okay, it's been there since the beginning of time. That's why I didn't think it was. That's why it was kind of silly to me when everyone started saying, "Oh, polar vortex" a couple of years ago. Basically, this area of low pressure at the poles, again, is there year round. And what happens as the seasons change is this area of low pressure expands and contracts, okay? So in the summertime, the wind at the pole upstairs in the atmosphere where this low pressure is located is really fast. It's like a spinning top. So you know the centrifugal force, not to get all nerdy on you, but you know when the ice skater brings his or her hands in and they spin faster. It's the same idea with this area of low pressure in the atmosphere at the poles in the summer. So the wind is very fast, which keeps all the cold air bottled up at the poles in the summer. Well, what happens in the winter is the wind speeds start to slow down a little bit, and this becomes a little bit more baggy, I guess is the term. So as the wind slows down, you tend to get a little bit more wobbles in this area of low pressure. And what happens is these little pieces of the polar vortex break off and come south. So one of my pet peeves about the polar vortex is when people say, "Are we getting a polar vortex?" No, we're getting part of the polar vortex. This low that's at the pole doesn't leave the pole and come down here. That's not how it works. But we get little chunks of it that break off usually in the wintertime because the winds are slower. So basically, this is the upper air pattern through the rest of the month, right through the end of January. We're starting to see more of these wobbles occur up where the polar vortex is because the wind speeds aren't as fast as they are in the summer. It has to do with the sun angle, and the difference in temperature. So with the sun angle being lower in the sky this time of the year, it allows those winds to slow down, and you get more of these wobbles with the polar vortex. So the polar vortex is nothing new, but I just thought it was kind of cool to talk about. Basically, this is the pattern right through the end of January. No shortage of cold, but there are no organized snowstorms either. We're just going to have these kind of nickel and dime situations, these clipper systems that come through. So nothing organized in terms of snow, but each one of these little clipper systems will pass through, and each time one comes through, you get a little burst of snow. So here's what it looks like for your Monday. Again, we'll get some breaks of sun for the morning, and then the clouds will race in. And I think the snow breaks out 3, 4, 5 o'clock. So it could be a little snowy as we get into the evening commute. And again, it's probably a coating to 2 or 3 inches Monday night into Tuesday. And then through the day on Tuesday, we're going to kind of have these lake effect snow showers and flurries around. So it's not like an overwhelming amount of snow. We'll just kind of nickel and dime and freshen up the snowpack, because sometimes that snow after the storm we had this past Monday gets dirty and crusty and disgusting looking. So if you wanted to put a positive spin on this, it's just kind of freshening it up. Nice fluffy snow that's out there tonight. But again, that will be winding down through the night. Some breaks of sun early, clouds race in, and then another round of light snow coming up late Monday, probably a coating to 3 inches. Lake effect snow showers and flurries around Tuesday. And again, no shortage of cold. Turning much colder by Tuesday night as low temperatures drop into the single digits and near and below zero. Wednesday's brutal. We'll kind of get these lakeside tea kettle snow flurries around on Wednesday, right near the lake. High temperature only 16, but wind chills on Wednesday are probably like 5 above to like 5 below, maybe even 10 below. So cold on Wednesday, frigid start Thursday, but I think we're snow free on Thursday, so that'll be nice. Not as harsh by the afternoon at 26. Another round of some scattered light snow or snow showers Friday. And right now, next weekend looks mainly snow-free but cold. That, like I said, that will be the story, we think, right through the end of January. So that's what we're looking at tonight. I see a lot of people checking in. So let me see what we got here. Wednesday from Florida. Yeah, well, Terry. Go out and have fun. That'll be so cool for them. Same in Bell Valley. Oh, for snow accumulations, thank you. Roads are slippery, Tammy. Thank you. Yeah, I just went out and grabbed some dinner myself. It's a little greasy, that's for sure. Yeah, just take it slow. Fresh snow. Kenneth, about 3 in West Springfield. Oh yeah, the road. Yeah, they're going to be snow covered for a little while. Sue, driving back Canada to Lake Pittsburgh tomorrow. I'd say the earlier you leave in the afternoon, the better you're going to be, because probably by late afternoon here, another round of light snow is going to be coming in. So get ready for that. Penny checking in from Westfield, New York, just over the border from where I live. Let's see. Eric, awesome question, man. So clippers, because they're called Alberta clippers because that's where they originate, right? These little areas of low pressure form over Alberta in Canada, and sometimes they're called Saskatchewan screamers too, because the thing is these are very fast moving weather systems. They're very transient. So they're small and they can pack a little bit of a punch. But they originate up over Alberta or Saskatchewan, race down across the Great Lakes, and then move away. But they're quick hitting. Clippers usually are somewhere in the 2 to 4, 3 to 6 inch range in terms of snow. And then they're out of here. But that's a great question. But the reason they're called clippers is because they're fast moving, and Alberta clippers because they originate in the province of Alberta in Canada. And sometimes they're also known as Saskatchewan screamers. So little trivia for you there. But that's a great question, man. Okay. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate it. I try to be. Yeah, you'll get a little bit of chill down there in Carolina on my mind. Thank you, Denise. Fact of the matter is, I am kind of a nerd. Yeah, absolutely, Mark. Yeah, every year it never fails. Like, oh, we're getting the polar vortex. It's like, no, we're not getting the polar vortex. We're getting a chunk of it. But anyway, that's one of my gripes. Let's see, Sharon. I believe we here have more than an additional 3. Probably. I mean, because it's been snowing, but as those numbers were as of 6 o'clock, so I haven't had a chance to update them yet. So I believe it. I believe that you got 5, but that's what I had at 6. So, cheers, Sean. Sure, there is a little fresh dusting of snow. Absolutely. And one of my favorite things, like when you're driving on the roads and it's this powdery snow in the car in front of you, you get those snow ghosts on the road. They kind of go like that once, behind the cars. Snow ghosts, pretty neat. Kenneth, hate these cold. Yes. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry, man. Well, no rest for the weary in terms of the cold. You're welcome, Fawn. Cindy, where are you again? 4 to 5. Good evening, Anne. You're welcome, Terry. Hello from downtown. Oh, Donna. Need some warmth after doing the chores tonight. Even the barn is cold. Hats off to you and all the farmers, man, that go out there in this type of stuff. Oil City's checking in. Cold and snowy. Burr. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate it. You're welcome, Bill. Oh, thank you, Fern. Appreciate it. Miss you. Okay, yeah, Meadville. So, yeah, you guys kind of surprised me a little bit down there in Meadville. Where was that? How much did you say you had? Like 4 to 5? I mean, that was on the higher end of what I was thinking. But still, and it's so powdery, this snow. You can just kind of blow it around, so at least it's easy to manage. So you're welcome. All right, I think I will leave it there with you guys. You could check back in with us tonight at 10 and 11. And, of course, Mr. DeVecchio back here in the chair tomorrow. And we'll get through it. Hey, we're almost through January, right? Pretty soon that little rodent down there in Punxsutawney is going to make his prediction. So we'll see what he has to say. All right, guys, listen, have a great night. Thanks for checking in. Always fun chatting with you. And I will see you on TV. Have a good rest of your night.